But
Yes, my lord.
but you don't think they could make it there in one turn?
They can't. I tried.
Oh, okay. But we could at least get those 3 units from Pellinger. I'm sure I'm butchering that name. And then what we would have is we would have the 2 cavalry units inside the city and then those 3 units outside the city, which would still give us a better shot than just the 2 cavalry units.
And the militia. Don't forget the militia.
Right, and the militia, that is true. What do you guys think? Do you think we should try that, or do you think? Because I really don't want to lose a city. I have an aversion to losing
Well,
cities.
then you have to give it all you got. And I say try it.
Indeed.
There's no other option.
All
Plus,
right.
you gotta remember that Gondor did these, but took them back.
Gondor didn't what? What?
Because the city of Pelennor,
Mm-hmm.
that got taken by the Corsairs. Then Aragorn punched him in the face.
Oh, right. You mean the ships?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm not remembering my lore as well as I should. Okay, so let's move on to basically you guys already know what strategy you're gonna do. Grand Strategy Advisor Rebel, if you could, how about start running some tests and drawing up some plans for an actual campaign against Harad and a defensive holding action against Mordor.
Yeah, no problem.
And then Advisor of Cultural Development.
Yes.
I think we talked earlier, but I think I fairly did what you were planning on doing anyway, correct?
I think so, yeah.
With the mines and the military houses. I think that you and
Right.
Galagoth need to converse a little bit more, maybe on the forum, as to Galagoth, let him know what cities you want to start making, what your plans are. Like, say, for example, someone was bringing up, I forget who it was, like, Pellinger should be our naval city. In other words, it should be the city where we make all our ships and stuff, and if that's the case, that city's going to have ports where others wouldn't, and it would basically be between you two, as far as that's concerned. In other words, I really need like a bower in this city because I want to make this our archer city or whatnot.
Mm.
And then there was silence.
Yeah, I was thinking on that more along the power lines of where there are specific area of recruitment units.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Axemen of Lornox probably upgrading the barracks there, where we can get the Blackvale Archers upgrading the Bowery. So we can save on money.
That makes sense. All right, yeah,
Especially
but then
in cities.
you guys, if you could guys just get with each other on that, and then that way, obviously the ultimate decision is going to be up to you,
God.
Kev Bob, because you're the one that decides what to build. But if you at least know what Galagoth is trying to make, you can kind of help out a little bit. And Sergio's telling us that you'll have more money than he originally planned. Oh my god.
Right.
Apparently our advisor of diplomacy needs more money because he spent it all on hookers and blow.
Yes, it was a business expense.
Okay, Neil Patrick Harris.
Business expense.
Sometimes being an advisor of
He used the
Gondor,
company credit card, right?
sometimes
Exactly.
an advisor of Gondor needs to blow off steam. It's the best way to do it.
Sometimes literally.
Oh, by the way, Sergio, I know you're joining us through text.
Whoops.
I need to point out, and I'd mentioned somewhere before, in your budgets you've had a clause that states if anyone's reserve fund has been kept for more than 5 turns, it goes back to profit. But I made a rule stating that once it's in the reserve fund, it's theirs unless they decide to give it up. Because I don't want an advisor to feel like they have to spend this money within 5 turns or it's gone. I want them to have the freedom of doing it however they want. So, like, say for example,
Yeah, I'm never giving up my money.
right. Say for example, if Galagoth wants to wait 10 turns to get a fountain unit of spearmen, then he should have that right. However, if say for example, Jeffrey Pickle decides that 1,800 is too much for his agent reserve fund, and he wants to give some back, that's his choice. And I'll go ahead and make this rule now. If you as an advisor feel like you don't need this much money and you want to give it back, you can't give it to an advisor directly. Like, you can't give it to the advisor of cultural development. You can only give it back to Profit as a whole, and then Sergio decides what to do with it. So I don't see this becoming a
Well,
problem.
there goes
too much.
Plan B. Oh well, on to Plan C.
I don't see this being a problem too much because I don't really see advisors giving up money that they don't have to. But it may happen. Who knows? I think 1,800 right now in the agent's recruiting fund is perhaps a bit excessive, but we never know. Perhaps we're going to have a huge network of spies, which might not actually be that bad, honestly.
Be useful, that's for sure.
Yeah. So maybe I'll get with Jeffrey Pickle on that and say, well, hey, you have 1,800, might as well put it to use, right? Make us
Yeah, he
spies.
doesn't need that much.
Make us spies. Or assassins. We could start training assassins.
Yeah, we could try and assassinate the Nazgul. That'd be funny.
Like
It can happen.
for his first assignment. Like, but I have like a 2% chance.
I've seen Nazguls get assassinated.
Assassinate so
Well, I for one cannot wait.
Okay, why don't we go ahead and move on to general ifs and whats. Oh, Rebel, didn't you say something about you can merge armies? I've never heard of this before, so...
It's a little button called M on your keyboard, and it will put all the units together.
M.
If you
Ooh, I don't...
Yeah, if you press F1, I think it is. I don't know whether it's in this game or not. If you press F1,
Oh, hey, look at that. Yeah, see,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
M, I
right.
never really got
That's it,
past
straight.
I never really got past L in the alphabet, so, you know,
right?
king and
But
all.
what the merge does is you've got say you've got a unit of say 100 archers and then a unit of 60 archers. If you press the M button, then one unit of archers will have 152, and then the other unit will have whatever was left.
So you don't really get to choose what unit gets what, it just automatically does it all for you?
Yeah.
So if I just did this... Oh, hey, look at that.
It basically attempts to make as many full stacks as possible
Which is nice.
of
Yeah.
troops.
So, if I do that... I should actually, before I go around pressing M on everyone, I should get with HJK on that because he may not want me to do it for whatever reason. I mean, sometimes it is better to have 2 units of less than 1 unit of more. In fact, I was just lamenting that this game doesn't let you split units into separate units because, like, for example, this battle might be a lot easier if I could split that horse unit into 2. Oh well.
Or dismount them.
Yeah. Attacking spears is not fun, but I will do my best. What about anyone else have things they want to bring up?
Nope.
Yes, no? Okay, so it looks like we're going to try and stream this. Tomorrow night, when would be the best... Oh, actually, I'll just do that off recording. There's no reason to record and make people suffer through that. So before I end the actual War Council, anything else, any questions you have before you start working on the action plans? Because we got to get those in by tomorrow night. Get those in. God, like I said,
It's all
assignments.
there for me.
I'll have to discuss some stuff with Galagoth and Sergio,
I feel like a teacher.
It's okay.
specifically about what they need built for military compounds and how much money I have to work with.
And it looks like you'll be getting a pretty...
think-
Yeah, go ahead, Rebel.
No, you go ahead. Yours seems slightly more relevant to that than mine was.
I was just gonna say, it seems like Sergio is gonna be giving you a bit more this time than he planned. So, cultural development for the win, right? So Rebel, yes, you were gonna say.
Bloody hell! I don't know what Inferno's doing. I think my plan's pretty much still as go. I'll just edit what's going to happen after the plan's done.
So we're still going to go for
So-
this island first, and then this town here.
Yeah, we still need to attack the island and the town over the ford,
Okay.
just because that's the gateway to our territory, and if we don't have them, then we're liable to get attacked. And I think from there, as I think I stated before, we can use those two as a pushing ground against Arab.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, also, before we stop, Inferno, I wanted to ask you to make like a broad general orders, because one thing I was thinking is, oh gosh, I lost everybody. Hang on. Right.
Yeah.
No, Inferno, I was going to ask you to give me like a general marching order on things like, well, the thing I was thinking about is, okay, we made peace with Harad, or we made a ceasefire with Harad, and you had mentioned giving them tributes, but I didn't actually have a go-ahead to do that. So if you could, like, say, for
Yeah.
example, give me a marching order of, if this opportunity arises, yes, I want you to do that, kind of thing. And just think of things that might
You got it.
happen that you might want me to yay or nay on.
Gotcha.
Oh, and also another good one would be factions, like, say for example, if a faction comes and offers me something like map information for map information, come up with if this faction does it, that's fine, but if this one does, no. Or even just a more general, if they're not close to us, yes, but if they are, no. That kind of thing.
Okay. You got it.
Alright guys, then if no one else has anything they want to say, I'm going to go ahead and close this war
So
council.
do you have
Oh, yes, yes.
something?
Oh, yes.
Something we've just popped up on the Skype chat is we have actually have bandits for hire outside Tarnost.
We do.
If you want to have a look for that, if you take a general unit outside if you take your general outside Tarnost,
Your order.
just have a look, because it might be possible to recruit a unit of bandits
Alright.
in the mercenary tab.
Oh, it does look like it's possible to recruit bandits. Which is exactly
Yeah,
what
it's
you just said.
mercenaries.
Alright.
Yeah, there you go. Yes, that's possible then.
Okay, now hang on a second. Let's say I recruit them, because obviously I'm not saving this, so, can they
How many are there available there? Or is there just one unit of bandits available?
one unit of 150, yeah. And they wouldn't be able to make it to Lind here this turn, but they would be able to make it there for the battle. So if we could get the general and this unit there, and the 3 other units here to that battle, we could almost definitely keep this city.
You could try something else. If you try, obviously you can't do it now, but we might be able to try taking the general from Lynn here outside, and recruiting them from Lynn here, and then bringing the guy back.
On the road, yeah.
Obviously you need to reload the safe.
Unfortunately, you
Then now
can't-
these funds for these mercenaries, I believe they should come out of agents.
No. No, but the thing is, Galagoth, that would be your call whether or not we hire them or not. So you would have to give me the go-ahead to hire them.
I kind of consider the mercenaries in this mod as an extension of the agents.
No. Unfortunately, I think you would be the only one that considers that. However, you could ask Jeffrey Pickle very nicely if you wanted to donate the money.